37, and we have sunshine in downtown. Temperature-wise, it looks like it's still hanging pretty steady. It was right around that 57 mark earlier this morning, so it always gets a little cooler, but then it's going to skyrocket up there. We'll be hitting 60 before you know it. It's that time of the year. Gorgeous mornings, really. I mean, cool in the morning, cool in the evening. It was nice. How last night, Pete?
It was.
Yeah. So Pete Helmstead joins us from the Iowa DOT every Tuesday. We get an update, a little road report. I mean, are we wrapping things up yet, or we still got projects happening? Or not we?
Yeah, sure. A little bit of each, actually. Charles City, the Highway 18 resurfacing project in town and east of town. Things are really progressing quickly. By the end of this week, we should be done with the majority of stuff in town.
Okay.
We're putting in new traffic signals. They should be up and operating by early next week, possibly the end of this week. The big thing with that is, throughout the summer now, these signals have been turned off. So people have been used to a stop sign sitting there and all that. So be ready by the end of this week or early next week. The signals will be back in operation. So follow the signals. The stop signs will be removed. I know everybody gets used to one thing and then it's a switch back, but hopefully this will be an easy switch and a return to normalcy there, I guess. And then on the east end of town, or I guess out of town, over to the Chickasaw County line on Highway 18, hopefully we'll finish the resurfacing today. There's still some work to do as far as side road tie-ins and some shoulder work, but that should hopefully be done by the middle part of next week. So the end is near for that project. US 218 in the city of Floyd got a good start on that last week. Of course, the detour kicked in last week. That should be going for a couple more weeks. The I-35 bridge approaches, that should be open up today. That's the one with just south of Clear Lake on I-35. So again, hopefully that'll be up and operating as normal by the end of today. The interchange work near Floyd, still going ahead. They're working on the median crossover, so it's still down to one lane in each direction. The inside lane is closed. Rockwell Bridge on 65, things are going well. Hopefully by the middle of the month of October, it should be opened up. Belmont Bridge, still making progress. Again, that's going to be going into mid to late November for sure. And then the microsurfacing project on Iowa 17 from Highway 3 up to the Hancock County line. That should be wrapped up by tomorrow. So a lot of progress being made. Obviously, like I mentioned, the major project's still moving along, but we're getting there.
And of course, people can always check out the road construction on a website or a mobile app.
Yep, 511ia.org, as you mentioned, website, the mobile app, all kinds of things, different projects, like some down in the Cedar Falls area, Waterloo area. We got cameras that you can check it out. A lot of the metro areas, we have traffic cameras. So if you're traveling in that area and you've got a passenger or you want to check before you leave, give it a look. There's a lot of different information out there that you can really use in your travels.
And of course, if you cross the border and go to Minnesota, they have kind of the same thing, really, but it's just MnDOT.
Yep, 511, I believe 511mn.org. Just Google 511 Minnesota. They pretty much have it for every state.
Right.
One other thing I want to throw out here too now, not only in the projects, but just out on the roads, whether it's on the state highways, U.S. highways, or especially the county roads, harvest is kicking in. So be aware. Those farmers are out and they're putting in long hours and trying to get the crops in. So be aware, give them room, and we'll get through the harvest season.
I'd rather sit behind a combine. Maybe it's because I'm from Iowa in the Midwest. I'd rather sit behind a combine than I would traffic in Minneapolis.
Oh my goodness.
In a construction zone.
Yes. Yeah, I grew up in North Dakota, so I agree.
If you got to go to the bathroom or something, I mean, you can't pull over in the interstate.
No, you cannot do that.
No, but at least you got a gravel road in Iowa.
Yeah, I know. Better be careful. Pretty soon the corn's going to be gone, so you're not going to have that to hide.
I just know people that have done that.
That's what I hear.
Hey, Harry did want to have me ask you a question here this morning because he was coming back for the Minnesota Vikings game on Sunday down on Interstate 35, and he was all upset because they turned it into one road on the interstate, and there was no construction going on. Why do they do that?
Up in Minnesota?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
See, that's what I told him. I said, Pete's not going to have any idea.
No, I have no idea. They're There had to be something going on, maybe on a ramp or something that they couldn't use, so they moved all the traffic over.
Okay.
There had to be something going on. I don't know, maybe there was a crash where they detoured traffic over to the other side to get everybody, away from the crash.
Well, there was an
There
accident before all of that.
Yeah.
It was
I
after
don't
that.
It could be maybe they're still, doing some investigation of the accident, if it was a serious crash, if it was a fatal crash. A lot of times there's a lot of investigation that goes into it, so maybe they just routed traffic off, one
Hmm.
ramp onto the other side. Just, again, just a total guess on my part, but
Yeah.
there was obviously something that made them do that.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I asked a question. And
Yeah,
then
I tried to answer it.
yeah, there you go. There you go. But if you are, I tell you what, if you are a football fan, there was some exciting stuff as a Viking fan this past weekend. Wow. We beat Seattle. Like, Russell Wilson, the quarterback for the Seahawks, was like 7-0 against the Vikings. I got, well, here's a loss for the weekend. But
Yeah,
lo and behold, Vikings came out and walloped them on.
they played well. I don't know what he said at halftime, but that defense came out as a total different unit in the second half than they were the first half. The
Yeah.
first half, they couldn't do anything to stop them. In the second half, they pretty much shut them down.
No, they did. And you know what? I even got I just remembered this. Look what I got. I can hang on my vehicle.
There you go.
Look at that from US
No,
Bank Stadium.
everybody will know.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. I probably shouldn't have done that.
yeah,
There goes Jay flying
yeah.
his flag proudly. It says, yeah, unite for battle, school.
There
Yeah,
you go.
yeah, US Bank Stadium. You gonna get up to a game sometime this year?
I hope so. I haven't been up to the new stadium yet. I had season tickets in the Metrodome for like 10, 12 years, and I still haven't been to the new stadium.
You haven't?
I haven't. I saw a Garth Brooks concert there. Does that count?
No. Yeah,
I
there
didn't
you
think so.
You got to experience a football game up there.
Yeah,
I've done that, been there for a football game, and it is amazing. But
yeah,
you know what? I have a hard time spending $10 for a beer,
yeah.
14 for a craft beer if you like those kind of things.
Yep.
And then the bathroom line, you know.
And I
So
tell you what, we joke about it, but that is actually something that the NFL for sure, a little bit in college football as well, they're battling because people can sit at home with their 60-inch TVs, surround
60,
sounds.
65 and it's around sound, Pete. That's what
There you go.
uh-huh.
And
I had to upgrade. 55 just wasn't big enough anymore.
nope, you've got to go with the flow. But yeah, no, it is actually something that they're battling. That people have all this access at home, and it's so much more convenient. And especially after going through the pandemic, that's what everybody's used to.
Yeah.
But it can also go the other way too. People are sick and tired of sitting at home, and they want to get out. So
Yeah, but like you said, there's nothing more fun and memorable than going to a football game, whether it was with the friends or family, your son or your dad or whatever.
I agree. You cannot beat the atmosphere, whether
No.
you're out in the tailgate lots or in the stadium in a fun, exciting game. Yeah, you can't beat the atmosphere. It's so fun.
Yeah, it really is. But I enjoy my $1.50 beer
Yeah,
out of my case of beer that I bought for the weekend and a bag of Doritos.
yeah, it's a little bit more economical. I will say that.
Oh, there's no line for the bathroom either.
Very true.
That's why I don't
Very
have
true.
people. That's why I don't have people over to watch the game, Pete. I
Well,
don't have to fight them for the bathroom.
I understand. I'm glad you got your priorities.
Well, 10 paces to the bathroom and 10 paces to the fridge.
You got it marked out and counted down and everything?
Well, when you're sitting home alone watching the game and when Vikings are losing, you kind of go, well, what else can I do today? Well, let's
Might
count
be
the
a
steps to the bathroom and count the steps to the to the fridge.
it might be a little bit on the intense side, but I'll give it to you.
Yeah, well, people right now, they're thinking, what is wrong with him?
Uh-huh. Does he need more coffee?
No, unfortunately, I don't drink coffee.
That's even more scary. This
Yeah.
is natural.
Hey, by the way, it's also National Beer Drinking Day today too. I said, what
Is
are we
it?
doing? What are we doing working right now?
Yeah. Well, it's before noon, Jay.
Well, yeah, but you can't do it all day if you don't start in the morning.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Pete just likes to just sit back and watch Jay just open his mouth and insert foot.
Yeah, it's kind of like how deep is the hole going to get today?
Oh, yeah. But
How long is the fuse going to be?
and all the listeners are going, Pete just lets him go. He doesn't even, you don't even offer to stop and help.
I'm just kind of here to bounce things off. So I feel bad that most of the time you're talking to yourself. So.
Oh boy, my wife claims that I don't listen to you either, as well, because we've run into that a couple different times. I sit there and we're driving along, and we'd run into some construction somewhere. And she goes, "Well, didn't you?" She obviously listens to you, Pete.
Well, I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, because that's the first thing that comes out of her mouth.
Good.
Well, didn't you listen to Pete when you talked to him about Tuesday? I go, yeah, but I missed that one.
Tell her I'm waving at her right now.
Yeah, she's loving you.
Yeah.
Pete's on her side.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I can't win. So, but well, it looked like the Vikings couldn't either for a while.
Yeah, well, we'll take it.
Yeah,
now we got Cleveland this week, so it's not going to get any easier.
And Cleveland actually looks pretty good too this year.
They do. They look really good.
So that could be an interesting game.
We'll see. It helps that it's at home, so.
It was loud up there too.
It sure sounded like it on TV. Yeah, it sounded really loud.
Yeah, because Harry was up there, and I said it sounded like it was rocking. He goes, it was loud. I said, what was the decibels? It was like up to like 130 or something like that.
Oh my goodness, that's loud.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Well, like I said, there just haven't been fans in there for a game since 2019, and they obviously were happy to be back.
Yeah. What's a jet? What's the jet decibels? What is that at?
Don't know.
Huh. I wonder if Alexa could tell us. Alexa?
I guarantee you she could.
How many decibels is a 747? Maybe she's not talking. She's not talking today?
Here's something I found on the web. According to airwaysmag.com. So loud, in fact, that the team and its 12-man fans set a world record for loudest outdoor stadium at 137.6 decibels earlier this season, nearly equal to a Boeing 747 taking off.
Okay, so yeah. So Boeing 747.
Jet engine decibel 125 to 155.
Wow, isn't that crazy? That's how loud it was in the dome.
Yeah, that's loud.
Yeah, take your earplugs to a Minnesota Viking game.
Yeah, I've seen people do it.
Yep, and if they play bad, the boos are just as loud.
Yeah, you sure can be.
Pete, have yourself a wonderful day and a week, all right? We'll talk to you next Tuesday.
Sounds good. Thanks, Jay.
That's the good stuff.